that pink color is fucking disgusting. I don't know why anybody picks it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'll be like 5 cents. I'm doing it.
Alright, Dylan on Zato versus Chris on Bedman. This is the tournament match. Grand finals, ladies and gentlemen. Chris in loser's bracket has to reset the bracket in order to actually win the tournament, and we're going right into this here. Just loose projectiles being thrown out. A couple eddy mix-ups here and there. Lands that throw. From the throw, going into corner pressure. Razors just going everywhere. Overheads. No big conversions, but lands a couple loose hits. Bedman getting himself out of the corner with that top, but gets pushed right back in by Eddie. Going overheads with a few things. Projectile game, keeping Zato just out right now. Probably waiting on that meter to come back. Getting rewinds in place, puts himself in the other corner, uses that teleport. Zato now in the corner, clears one of those rewinds, two of those rewinds with jabs. Just keeping them out, uses that flight, just giving himself a bit of breathing room. From there, converts into a low drill, using that guard attack, pushing him right back into the corner. Bedman now pressuring Zato, lands that 6H, converts into drill, gets bursted right out of that. Rewinds going out, just clashing with Eddie. Zato landing a couple of hits, not going to be quite enough. Bedman about one hit away from death right at this moment. Projectiles being thrown out, using that flight, trying to just get find an opening there. Not much being found, going right underground there. Gonna YRC that in order to not get punished. And the 6H, almost enough to take it, uses the RRC, whiffs the dust, but will jump and
gets him anyway.
Take the round. Chris using that 8-way dash, goes in right for an overhead, converts to a little bit of damage, goes into a pressure string. Dylan using that flight to just get some breathing room, hopefully trying to find an opening. Lands a dust, but no follow-up. Lands a couple hits. Has him in the corner now. Eddie set up right in the position he wants him to. Gets some disgusting damage. Zato damage. Bedman attempting to fish for his way out of the corner. Accidentally gets it with a bit of a jab from the air. Using that top. Gonna YRC into an 8-way dash. Keeping himself safe from any of Eddie's options there. Landing a couple of spinning blades. Eddie doing just... Oh, no, gonna YRC that. Nice. YRC is going out left, right, and center. No one wants to get caught doing anything. Landing that 6H. YRC's into RRC in order to not get punished by that. Lord Chief now out.
Here we go.
Sneaking up from behind. Now playing the aggressive game. Lands that hit needed. Chris very close to chip. He has very little meter to use, but lands that last air-to-air in order to take the game.
Very nice finish there.
Okay, going right into this. Bedman landing a low right off the bat, but not converting into anything big. Loose hits here and there. Some pressure coming out from Zato. From the pressure, now pushing Bedman right into the corner. Bedman pushing himself out, attempting to get an opening back and forth, using that projectile way it's meant to be used as a I'm going in now, this is my turn now button. Not having any of that projectile, using that shark to just punish his aerials. Gonna use that 6P in order to get himself right out of the corner. From there, throwing his projectile and going straight into some pressure, probably into some rewinds. No, the rewinds get cleared by both Zato and Eddie. Using that alarm, keeping him away. The barrier guard gonna not actually get caught doing anything. Now back to neutral. This could be anyone's game. Landing a couple loose hits, using that rewind. Probably looking for a jump to punish there. Eddie running out of meter there. Okay, but now it has Bedman in the corner, using a guard attack to just get himself right out. From there, lands a couple hits. Not big damage, but enough to get hard knockdown. From the knockdown, gets a setup throw into the corner. Oh, gets a wake-up throw. Is now reverses the corner positions. From there, lands a couple hits. Very close to dead. Uses that burst, getting himself out, throwing the projectile. The projectile doing some work, just getting little bits of damage here and there. Couple loose hits. And Eddie just closing in right for the finisher there.
Sneaky little shadow guy.
Little shark just coming right up from the ground. Okay, so we're just going with top right off the bat into some other spinning blade stuff from this. Lots of spinning blades going around in this match, I notice. Using that flight to just stay out of the projectile's reach, gets caught by the spinning top on the way down. Throwing out another projectile. Again, using that flight, just keep it way out of the reach. He gets hit by the low.
Oh, wait,
that bed frame overhand pulls him right out of the ground. But Zato now going into pressure, has him right in the corner, gets guard attacked right out. Projectile getting thrown out, goes into that low, catching him right out of the air. From there, lands a couple of loose hits, but nothing major. Bedman still dangerously close to the corner, but gets bursted right back in there. I'd say we're probably back at about neutral here. Projectile's being thrown, and he goes for the dust, but gets completely dodged. Zato, getting thrown, and that'll take this.
Ties up the round.
All right. So going into a few loose hits here and there, nothing major. Zato close to the corner, but will push himself out with a pressure string. That rewind showing some value, but a throw will push him right back into the corner. Bedman now facing some dangerous damage, converts into a fair amount of damage, but not quite a drop, but it goes into a pressure string. Gets thrown into the corner, so corner positions now reversed again. Using that guard attack, just keeping him out. 6H, RRC into a throw.
Nice.
From the throw converts into just a little bit of damage. Another throw coming out. Corner positions reversed yet again. Bedman doing a quick pressure string, attempting to push himself right out of the corner, not quite getting out. Now just solid guesses all around. Brutal pressure, overheads into lows, into overheads, but gets caught from a shimmy there. Guard attack, getting himself out. Using that spinning top, but gonna burst that. Gets caught by the shark again. Both of these guys have like full screen lows. It's scary. So some pressure strings going in from Zato right off the bat, landing a nice conversion into a small bread and butter there. Lands a back throw as well as Bedman gets himself out of the corner, only to get pushed right into another corner, going for another bread and butter. From there, lands a couple of quick conversions. Bedman now dangerously low health in the corner, but pushing himself out with that spinning top from an air-to-air, using that 6H, but gets guard attacked right out of it. Guard attack in response. Gets thrown from the YRC. Gonna use that rewind, get that overhead pressure. Gets barely caught by the trail end of that drill. Uses the guard attack again, getting himself out. He doesn't want to be in that situation with that sliver of health. Unfortunately, it's not enough. The low will be just enough to finish that. Zato landing a couple quick hits here and there as Bedman jumps over top of him and spins his way into the corner. Zato landing his corner pressure converts into some fairly nominal damage. Bedman getting himself out with that 8-way dash, but pushed right back in. With a cross-up will get himself out of the corner. Still on the defensive though, but everything will change very rapidly. Blocks that guard attack. Projectile coming back, doesn't find its target on the way back. That 6H pulling some damage out here and there. Projectile coming on its way back, doing just a little bit more, stuffing whatever Eddie was trying. From there, Zato going into some corner pressure overhead. Will get bursted with a sliver of life left, but the jumping overhead will actually finish that game.
Alright, that's 2-1 now.
2-1 for Chris.